When I think of war, I think of my mother. I think of all the stories she has told me in which both sides are fighting and none are winning because everyone is too busy losing something and everyone is too busy losing someone, like how she lost her mother before she could say goodbye. I think of all the memories that she cannot let go of. Like when they were throwing bombs at her family's house and aiming for her head, and her shook with fear, hiding under a bed that covered nothing but her eyes, and her beating heart, and her father sitting straight in his seat proclaiming that if they are to get him, they should do so now. With his tattered clothes still covered in African pride, he tells her that he wants to die alive. Instead, he dies in surgery years later, unable to ask for one more chance to sit up straight. When I think of war, I think of my father. How he lost his father before he was brave enough to tell him that he loved him, and when they called him to tell him that his mother died years later of old age and reopened wounds, how he simply sent money to them and went to work the same night, meaning 4 hours later, meaning not enough time to process, meaning not enough time to breathe, meaning not enough time meaning one, every moment that has ever been or ever will be her life, 2, a system of measuring duration, 84 years, 3, the period during which something exists or happens, etc. She talked to my father 2 days before her death. 4, something I have always been running out of. My family does not actively display affection privately or publicly. We do so subtly. Instead of telling my mother I appreciate her, I show her how to use her phone with no complaints and I clean the bathroom. Instead of telling my father I love him, I say thank you for buying the avocados because he knows they're my favorite and I put gas in the car. Instead of telling my brothers that I can't wait to see what fantastic wonders they will achieve, I laugh at their jokes and I buy the toothpaste. Instead of telling my sister that she means everything to me, I let her borrow my clothes and I post funny Snapchat stories hoping that she'll see them and know it's for her. My parents have always turned their stories of love, their stories of war into lessons of love, and this is how I have learned to love back.
I really love that poem.
That's some real. That's some real.
Can't give a 19.
Alright, so from low to high, 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 low to high. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So from a low to high, we have a 9.5. We have a 9.8. And we have 3 10s.
All right, we only have 2 poets left in the first round, so